Hi everyone, this is Yoga with Maria. I'm Maria and today I'm bringing you yoga for Jane Fonda. I recently watched her documentary on HBO and I was so inspired and moved by her journey and her capacity for personal growth. I mean, her story is one of, a famous person, but it's also a story of womanhood and the struggles that all of us kind of like grapple with when we're coming into our own and trying to find ourselves. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely do that. It's a beautiful story. I also had no idea that Jane Fonda is a huge activist and she's a huge advocate for women's equality and women's rights, so I stand with her. And of course we all know about Jane Fonda's workout video, and so I'll say right here, some of the movements in this class are borderline yoga, but they're in there to honor the queen herself, Jane Fonda. If you're watching this with me live, put on something 80s inspired, even if it's just a headband. Let's do this. Set up your space with a mat or just a towel, whatever you have, and just take a seat. We'll find a comfortable seat to start. Let the hands rest on the tops of the knees. Begin to let the eyes close, allowing yourself to come into the space. And I'll start with some words from Jane Fonda. I appreciate her letting me borrow these, and she says, "When you reside within your own skin, you can feel it. You're holding all of you. Your anger, your kindness, your judgmentalness, everything that makes up what you are." Makes me kind of emotional, so let that sink in. And let's use this class to allow all of ourselves, our whole selves, to come to the surface. Begin to tune into your breath. And together we'll breathe in, breathe out, inhale, exhale, again, breathe in, breathe out. On your next breath, you can flutter the eyes open, wipe your tears if you have them, doesn't take much for me. And then come to hands and knees, setting up the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And we'll just start with some simple cat-cows. Breathe in, let the low belly drop down, chest lifts, look up. Warming up the spine, exhale, press into the hands, round the spine. Again, breathe in, belly drops, look up. Exhale, cat pose, let the head fall heavy. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. So nice. Inhale, come back to center. And then plant the hands. You'll tuck the left toes back behind you. And then just lift the left leg up so that the heel is parallel to the hips. And we'll stay here for 1, 2, just activating the leg. 3. Now we'll lift up the right arm for another round of 1. Keep breathing. Engage the leg and the arm for 2, 3. From here, the right hand comes down. And then on your breath in, you'll bend the left knee, chest lifts, look up. Exhale, round the spine, take the knee to the nose. Again, breathe in, leg lifts, bend the knee, look up. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. One more time, breathe in. Kick the heel up. Yeah, activating the glute. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in, take the leg back, bend the knee. This time the right arm lifts up again. You'll reach all the way up and over. See if you can catch the outer edge of the foot and then kick the foot into the hands. Keep the chest reaching forward. For 1, 2. Make sure there's a micro bend in that left arm so that you're not locking out the elbow. For 3. Gently release the foot, reach the hand forward, the foot back for 1 more. and then release everything to the mat. So nice. Tuck the right toes, and then lift the heel up in line with the hips. Find strength here in both hands, pressing down into the mat for 1. Engage the belly for 2, and then we're firing up the glute and the hamstring as well as the quad for 3. This time we'll lift the left arm up, adding here for 1, 2, just slowly warming up the body for 3. So nice, you guys. And then release the left hand down. Breathe in, bend the right knee, chest lifts. Exhale, take the knee to the nose. Breathe in, leg lifts, chest lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in, kick the foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Come back, right foot lifts, and then the left hand comes up and over, reaching for the outer edge of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Keep looking forward for 1. Use the belly. 2, 3. So nice. Gently release. Arm and foot both reach in opposite directions for 1 more, and then release both down to the mat. So good. Take the hands just about 2 or 3 inches forward. Make sure that the wrist creases are lined up exactly with the front edge of your mat. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips up for a downward facing dog. The head falls heavy so that the back of the neck is long. Just take a moment here to clean up your shape. Good. So that the armpits pull under and then pull up. The upper arms wrap inward towards the heart. Low belly pulls in. The gaze can go at the big toes. And then come to your breath. Keep pressing into the hands. From here, we'll lift the heels, breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knees, look forward. And then just slowly walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Separate the feet, hips width distant. Grab opposite elbows. Hang heavy here. Letting the spine gain some traction. Finding a little space between each vertebrae. And you can take movement side to side or front to back. And then take opposite elbows, so put the other forearm on top. Might be nice to even close the eyes here. So nice, guys. And then release both hands, put an even bigger bend in the knees, and slowly begin to roll up to a standing position. Once you arrive, just let the head stack on top. It'll be the last, and then take a couple shoulder rolls. Taking it back and forward. And then heel toe the feet a bit closer together. Reach the hands down. Keep the eyes closed. Feel the feet grounding down into the mat. Pull the low belly in. Bring to mind a woman in your life that you want to dedicate your class to today. Keep her in your mind's eye. Visualize her when you need strength. Flutter the eyes open. Breathe in. Reach the arms up. Look up. Exhale, fold over the legs. You can put a bend in the knees here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. And then lower the knees, arch the back, lower the chest and the chin. Breathe in, slide through for Cobra Pose. Head and chest lift, elbows pull back. Exhale, seat comes to the heels, and then come back to downward facing dog. We'll take 5 breaths here. Low belly pulls in. Once again, clean up the shape. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, lift the heels, Breathe out, bend the knees, gaze forward. Step or jump on empty to the front of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Breathe in, reach the arms up and overhead, look up. Exhale, pull the hands to the heart center. Stand tall, find Tadasana. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Breathe out, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, this time plant the hands. You can step or jump back for Chaturanga, lowering halfway. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. And sync up here for a breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. So nice. Breathe in, right leg lifts. Breathe out, take the knee to the nose. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, breathe in, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step the foot between the hands. Breathe in, rise, high lunge. Breathe out, cactus the arms. Inhale, straighten the right leg, both arms reach up. Exhale, open arms and hips for warrior two. Inhale, straighten right leg again, both arms reach up, look up. Exhale, warrior two. This time, breathe in, right arm lifts up, reverse warrior, look up. Exhale, right forearm comes to right thigh, or you can take side angle A with the right hand to the floor. Everybody bring the left arm up and overhead at a diagonal. Staying here for 5 breaths. Pull the low belly in, turn the chest up towards the ceiling for 1. Keep pressing the outer edge of that back foot down for 2. Stay with the breath. 3, 4, 5. Take a breath in here. Breath out wherever you are. Hands circle down in front. Walk the hands between the feet. Parallel the feet here. Find a flat back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can fold between the legs. Walk the heels of the hands back in line with the heels of the feet. The crown of the head reaches towards the ground. Prasarita Baddha Konasana for 1. Elbows pull back like Chaturanga arms for 2. 3. Inhale, walk the hands forward, half lift, long spine here. Exhale, hands come to the waist, engage the legs. Breathe in, rise all the way to stand. Breathe out, just heels for the feet a little bit closer together, and then find the toes turned out. Breathe in, cactus the arms, goalpost arms. Exhale, bend both knees for goddess pose. Yeah, you can adjust the feet if you need. I went a little bit too narrow. Breathe in, straighten both legs, reach the arms up. Breathe out, goddess pose. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, goddess pose. Exhale, bend. This is goddess pose. And then stay here for 3 breaths, just strong. For 1, 2, 3. From here, lift the heels up, keep pulling the low belly in. Another round for 1. Stay with it. 2, you've got this. 3. Breathe in, drop the heels, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. You can parallel the feet. Exhale, turn the right toes forward, bend the right knee, find warrior 2 once again. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg straightens, right arm reaches up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, low lunge, and then we're just gonna move right into side plank. Stacking the right foot on top of the left hand presses down, right arm reaches up. Gaze can go up if you can for 1. Engage the left arm, make sure you're not locking out the elbow for 2. Lift the hips higher for 3. From here, right forearm comes down to the mat, turn to the other edge of the right foot. Forearm side plank on the other side. And then we're gonna take some dips. So take the left hand to the left waist. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. Inhale to lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Stay here for another 1, 2. Jane Fonda was a strong B. 3. Breathe in, both forearms come to the mat, forearm plank. Stay here for 1, low belly pulls in, engage the legs. 2, press down into the forearms, make sure they're parallel. For 3, slowly lower the belly to the mat, untuck the toes, tops of the feet press, and then pull back with the hands to lift the chest. Sphinx pose. For 1, the chest is lifted, heart is open. 2, 3. So nice, you guys. From here, press down into the hands, tuck the toes behind you, hips lift up once again, engage, and then walk the toes in towards the elbow. We're coming to Dolphin Pose. Take a breath here in and out. Keep pressing the chest back towards your shins for 2, 3. From here, press into the hands, lift the elbows for downward facing dog. You might have to adjust a bit. Inhale, roll to plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway for chaturanga. Breathe in, plank pose, back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, chest lifts, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So nice, you guys. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Breathe out, take the knee to the nose. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose, hold, and then step the foot between the hands, low lunge. Breathe in, rise, high lunge. Breathe out, cactus the arms. Inhale, straighten left leg, both arms reach up. Exhale, open arms and hips for warrior 2. Breathe in, straighten left leg again, arms look up, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe in, reverse warrior, left arm reaches up, look up, keep that left knee bent. Exhale, left forearm comes to the left thigh bone, or take the hand outside the foot. Right arm reaches up and overhead at a diagonal for 5. 4, keep turning the chest up. 3, keep pressing the knee into the elbow, elbow into the knee. If you've got the hand on the floor or a block, for 2, 1. Breathe in here, breathe out, right hand sweeps over the head, both hands come between the feet. Find a half lift, parallel the feet, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, find a little bit more length. Exhale, the option to interlace the hands behind you and fold. Letting the head fall heavy. Hands reach up and overhead, engage both legs for 1, 2, 3. So nice, you guys. Bring the hands by the low back, and then hands come to the mat, half lift. Exhale, take the hands to the waist. Breathe in, rise all the way up. Breathe out, heel toe the feet in just a bit, and then make sure the toes are turned out. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, bend both knees for goddess pose. Yeah, we want to bend deep, knees go out. Yeah. Breathe in, straighten both legs, inner thighs pull towards one another, arms reach up. Exhale, bend both knees. 2 more times. Breathe in with the breath. Breathe out. Use the butt. Inhale. Exhale, stay here for 1. Low belly pulls in. Tailbone points down for 2, 3. Lift the heels for 1. Keep the arms strong for 2. Sit the hips even lower for 3. Breathe in, heels down, straighten the legs, parallel the feet, arms reach up. Exhale, find warrior 2 to the front. Left toes turn, left knee bends. Breathe in, reverse triangle, left leg straightens, left arm reaches up, look up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Moving through low lunge, and then step it to side plank right away here. Right arm goes up. Sorry, left arm goes up. You're on the edge of the right foot. Right arm's down. Don't lock out that right elbow for 1. Keep lifting the hips. Gaze can go up for 2, 3. You know where we're going. Left forearm comes to the mat, turning to the outer edge of the left foot, stacking the feet. Forearm side plank on the other side. Right hand comes to the right waist. Breathe in, lower the hips.
Breathe out, lift. 2 more times, inhale, slow. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Stay here for 3 more. 2, 1. Right forearm comes to the mat for 1. Engage the belly, fire up the legs. You've got this. 2, 3, lower the belly down, untuck the toes. Sphinx pose, pull the elbows back to lift the chest. The belly stays engaged here as well to protect the low back for 1, 2, 3. So nice. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, forearm plank, and then walk the toes back in for dolphin. Staying here for 3 breaths. 1, it's okay to have a little bend in the knees. You should feel it in the hamstrings though. 2, keep pulling the elbows energetically in towards one another. For 3, power up the arms, press into the hands. Arms straighten for downward facing dog. Breathe in, roll forward to plank. Breathe out, lower halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. So nice, guys. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump all the way through. Feet come through, and then the knees lift up, arms lift up, boat pose, squeeze inner thighs together for 1, 2, keep lifting the chest, 3, 4, 5, grab behind the knees, roll back, and then we're coming all the way up to chair pose. Whoop! Keep the legs squeezed together, sit the hips low for 1, 2, 3, 2 more breaths, 4, keep lifting the chest, keep sitting the hips low, 5. From here, bend the knees, sit the hips all the way low. We're coming back to boat pose, butt comes to the ground, feet lift for 1, 2, 3, hands come behind the knees, roll back. We're coming back up to chair pose. Take the momentum, sit the hips low, chest lifts for 1. You've got this. 2, 3, sit the hips low, butt comes back to the mat, come back to boat pose, knees come in. And then we'll take it to low boat for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flutter kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, lift, feet come to the mat, hands come back behind you, lift the hips up, let the head fall back, breathe in, lion's breath, stick the tongue out, exhale everything out, 1 more time here, breathe in. Open the mouth, stick the tongue out, lion's breath. Slowly lower the seat back down to the mat. Cross at the ankles. Find your comfortable seat. We're coming right into our meditative seat here. Hands come to the knees. Sit up tall. Let the eyes close. Let the breath begin to slow down. Take it inward. Maybe focus the gaze at the tip of the nose, or you can focus your internal gaze at the third eye or the space between the eyebrows. And then start to tune into your one-pointed focus, your mantra, your prayer. Maybe you choose to count the breaths.
If you've become distracted in any way, just gently bring yourself back to your one-pointed focus without judgment, allowing yourself to be who you are, leaving space for that, importantly and first, and second, gently trusting yourself to come back to your task at hand. Gently begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Feeling the hands rest on the thighs. And then when you're ready, you can flutter the eyes open, begin to breathe a little bit deeper and more intentionally. So nice. From here, extend the left leg out, and then you'll just keep the right heel in towards your groin. Left hand will come to the right thigh, right arm will come up and overhead. So we're getting a really nice stretch in the right side of the body here. Then turn the chest open, look up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently come all the way back up to sit. Left leg will come in. The feet will meet in the middle. We'll take Baddha Konasana, so the heels come in towards the hips. And grab the outer edges of the feet, or actually the inner edge of the feet rather, and then lift the chest. Keep the elbows pulled in towards the sides and then fold forward. Let the head fall heavy. Slowly begin to rise back up. This time the right leg will extend. Left heel comes in towards the hips or the groin. And then the right hand will come to the left thigh. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Gaze goes up to the ceiling. Find integrity in the chest here. Keep it lifted. No need to fold forward just to touch the foot. For 1, we want this stretch from this hip bone all the way through. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up on your inhale. Take an exhale here, just sitting up tall. And then the feet will come to meet. This time we're going to make more of a diamond shape with the legs, so the heels are much further away from the hips, and then you can take the hands once again to the inner edges of the feet. Allow the spine to curl forward. Let the head fall heavy. If you have a prop and you want to place it on the heels to rest on the head, you can. And if this is too much on the outer hamstrings or outer hips, you can place props underneath either knee. Otherwise, allow yourself to melt into this, letting the head fall heavy, allowing the body to bow to yourself.
as well as the woman that you chose to dedicate your class to. Allow the body to breathe naturally. And then slowly begin to lift yourself back up. And then bring the legs towards the back of your mat. You're gonna come to lay on your side. Let's see. Just gotta fix my mic here. And then you'll prop your head up with your right hand. Straighten the legs. And then for now you can use the left hand to give yourself balance, but flex both feet, stack one on top of the other just like you would for a side plank. And then we're gonna do pretty Jane Fonda move. Got a few more up my sleeve before the end of this. So breathe in, just lift the left leg up. We're actually gonna lift the arm up too and touch the toe. Exhale, extend in the opposite direction. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find length. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, lift. This time, grab the big toe and stay. Keep engaging the bottom leg so that you can stay on your side here. It's easy to want to fall back or forward. This is an active pose. One more big breath in. And out, gently release. Roll onto the belly. And then roll to the other side. Left hand can rest, the head can rest on the left hand. And then once again, stack the feet. You're on your true left side of the body. And then breathe in, lift the right leg up. Arm lifts. Exhale, reach in opposite directions. Totally normal if you're rolling back and forth. That means you're in the right spot. Breathe in, toe to finger, and down. Reach up and down. Moving slow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Use the inner thighs. Use the belly. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, reach up. Grab the toe. For 1. Keep flexing that bottom foot. 2. 3. Use the belly. 4. I think I skipped 3. And 5. Gently release with control. And then go ahead and take it to your belly. Forehead comes to the mat. Interlace the hands behind you. Breathe in, lift the head, the chest, lift the hands off the feet or off the butt. Reach the feet back, squeeze the legs together. Think about reaching the crown of the head as far away from the tips of the toes as you can, so you're finding length here rather than trying to lift up and make like a half circle with the body. One more big breath in. Big breath out, forehead comes to the mat. From here you'll bend the knees, grab the outer edges of the feet. Inhale, breathe in, kick the feet into the hands, lift the head and the chest. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another for a bow pose. For 1. 2, chest lifts, look forward. 3. 4. 5, slowly lower all the way down, let the head fall, or the forehead come to the mat. And then you can swivel the hips side to side. Just gently releasing the low back. When you're ready, roll over to your back. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Arms are long by the sides. Make sure that you can graze the heels with the tips of the fingers. And then press the palms down into the mat. Breathe in, lift the hips up. Breathe out, lower. The ultimate 80s move, oh yeah. And lower, use the breath. Breathe in and lower. Inhale and lower. Breathe in, breathe out. 5 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, press into the feet. That's 4. And 3, 2, 1. From here, press into the feet, lift the hips up. This time we're interlacing the hands underneath. Roll the shoulders underneath you for bridge pose. Keep pressing the forearms down into the mat. Use the feet to press down so that you can lift the hips and then press the chest towards the chin. So we're getting a back bend in the upper part of the back. For 1. Inner thighs energetically pull towards one another. The feet are just hips width distance. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower the hips back down. Just take 1 breath at the bottom, in and out. We're taking it back up. Another round of bridge. Lift the hips, interlace the hands, roll the shoulders underneath you, and then press the hands and the forearms down into the mat to lift the hips up. For 1, 2, stay with your breath, stay with it. 3, keep pressing that chest towards the chin. 4, 5, slowly roll upper, middle, and lower back down to the mat. And then separate the feet mat width distance. Let the knees knock in on one another. 1 hand comes to the belly, 1 hand comes to the heart. Close the eyes. Feel the body breathe into the hands. Allow the breath to slow back down. Let the eyes flutter open, heel toe, the feet in towards one another. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Pull the left knee in towards your chest and then interlace the hands behind the left hamstring. Flex that right foot. You can even use the right elbow to push the right knee away. Keep the back fully on the mat. No need to lift the hips up. Both feet are flexed. Breathe into this here. And then gently release. We're just going to switch. Right foot comes to the mat. Left foot crosses over the right knee. Right knee comes into the chest. Interlace the hands behind the right hamstring and then just pull the knee towards you. Keep pressing the hips down while the knee comes in. Yeah, and left elbow can press into the left knee. So nice. Gently release. And then both knees come in. We'll take happy baby. Knees come in towards the armpits. You're grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Same thing here. If the hips come up off the mat, grab the ankles or behind the knees instead. And then bring the knees into the chest. Forehead to the knees. Curl up into a little ball. And then release everything for your Shavasana. Legs come away from one another as wide as the mat. Arms come away from the body. Palms face up. Take the arms up. Get broad across the upper back. And then gently let the arms fall from there.
Feel the outer edges of the shoulder bones pressing down so that the chest is open, the eyes are closed. And then find quietness, find stillness, find deep relaxation. Slowly begin to deepen and widen your breath. Bring movement to your fingers and your toes. Lift the arms up and overhead for a big stretch, and then bend both knees. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Let the knees fall over to the right side. And then allow the body to follow, finding a fetal position on your side, using the arms as pillows. Just staying here for a moment. And then when you're ready, pressing into the hands to lift yourself all the way up. Finding a comfortable seat. Crossing at the ankles. Stacking one heel in front of the other. The hands can rest on the thighs or the knees. The chest is lifted. Feel the hips grounding down into your mat or your prop. The head stacks on top of the shoulders. Take another moment to tune into yourself, your breath, your body, your mind. And I'll leave you with one more quote from the movie from Jane Fonda. I had spent so much of my life feeling, if I'm not perfect, no one could love me. Then I realized trying to be perfect is a toxic journey. We're not perfect. We have to love our shadow. We have to embrace and accept our shadows. And sometimes good enough is good enough. Bring the hands to touch in front of the heart. And then take the thumbs to the third eye. Always remembering that we are good enough. We are always fully enough. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you liked about it. I can't wait to see you next time.